Is it possible to escape the cycle of violence when it defines your very existence? Thorfinn, the son of a great warrior, embarks on a journey not just of survival but of redemption, a philosophical odyssey through the heart of war and peace. Vinland Saga is often celebrated as a brutal and unflinching portrayal of Viking life. But beneath the blood and iron lies something deeper, a meditation on the nature of humanity, the meaning of freedom, and the possibility of redemption. At the center of this philosophical narrative is Thorfinn Karlsefni, a character whose transformation from vengeful warrior to a pacifist farmer reflects one of the most profound arcs in anime. Today we'll explore Thorfinn's journey through the lens of philosophy, focusing on existentialism, pacifism, and the search for meaning in a chaotic world. Thorfinn begins his journey as a young boy with dreams of adventure and honor, only to be thrust into the brutal reality of war. Consumed by vengeance after the murder of his father, Thorfinn becomes a warrior, his life defined by violence and hatred. This part of his journey mirrors the idea of the cycle of violence, as described by philosopher Hannah Arendt. Arendt argued that violence begets violence, perpetuating endless suffering. Thorfinn's relentless pursuit of revenge against Askeladd exemplifies this. Each act of violence only deepens his despair. But why does Thorfinn continue? Existential philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre might argue that Thorfinn, like all of us, is condemned to be free. He makes choices to kill, to fight, to seek revenge, and in doing so, he defines himself. Yet, his choices trap him in a cycle where he loses his humanity. Thorfinn's early life is a testament to how easily we can lose sight of who we are when our actions are dictated by hatred.
How dare you! How dare you take a warrior like my father! I'm gonna kill you for that! I'll be the last thing you see! I'll kill you! Do you hear me? I'm gonna kill you!
Askeladd plays a crucial role in Thorfinn's transformation. Paradoxically, the man Thorfinn despises most is also his greatest teacher. Askeladd, with his cunning and philosophical pragmatism, embodies a Nietzschean Übermensch, a figure who rises above conventional morality to create his own values. In many ways, Askeladd challenges Thorfinn to confront his own hypocrisy. By living for revenge, Thorfinn relinquishes his freedom to define his life. Askeladd's death marks a turning point. For the first time, Thorfinn is forced to ask, "Who am I without revenge?"
Tell me, how do you intend to live? From this day on, long after I've rotted away, how do you intend to live your life, Thorfinn?
This moment is an existential crisis. Kierkegaard might describe it as Thorfinn standing at the edge of the abyss, a moment of despair that forces him to confront his own nothingness. From here, Thorfinn begins the painful process of rebuilding himself.
It shouldn't be us. We've just met each other. And that means no one here is my enemy. Because I have no enemies.
After losing everything, Thorfinn adopts a path of pacifism, rejecting violence entirely. But what does this really mean? Is pacifism a sign of strength or weakness? Tolstoy, one of history's most famous pacifists, argued that violence is never justified, no matter the circumstances. Thorfinn's commitment to pacifism aligns with this view, but it's also a response to his own guilt. By refusing to fight, Thorfinn seeks to atone for his past. Yet, Pacifism in a world of violence is not without challenges. When Thorfinn is confronted by threats to his newfound community, he must grapple with the question, can you truly protect others without resorting to violence? This tension reflects the ideas of Mahatma Gandhi, who believes in nonviolent resistance. The idea that true strength comes from enduring suffering without inflicting it on others. For Thorfinn, this is not just a practical question, but a deeply philosophical one. Can a man who has lived by the sword ever find peace without it? Thorfinn's ultimate goal becomes the creation of Vinland, a land of peace where no one is enslaved or oppressed. This vision is deeply existential. Sartre argued that true freedom is not just about breaking physical chains, but creating a life of meaning through one's choices. For Thorfinn, Vinland represents the possibility of a life free from the shadows of his past. In creating Vinland, Thorfinn seeks not just personal redemption, but collective liberation. And for Thorfinn to climb out of liberation, he demands the liberation of his past. In creating Vinland, Thorfinn seeks not just personal redemption, but collective liberation. This echoes the philosophy of Frantz Fanon, who wrote about the need for oppressed people to imagine and build a future beyond the structures of violence and domination that have defined their past. Vinland is more than a place. It's a symbol of hope and the potential for humanity to rise above its basest instincts. Thorfinn's journey in Vinland Saga is one of the most profound explorations of human transformation in anime. Through his struggles, we see the cost of violence, the possibility of redemption, and the power of choosing a life of meaning. Thorfinn's story reminds us that while we cannot change the past, we can shape the future. His quest for Vinland is not just a journey to a new land, it's a journey to reclaim his humanity. So what do you think? Can Thorfinn's vision of Vinland inspire us to create our own spaces of peace in a chaotic world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me next time as we explore another philosophical journey in anime.